Well, nothing on the scoreboard in the first two quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. To throw, it's Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch, and instead of just focusing on it.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to give himself up, dives to the turf. Bit of a strange return there. They're going to start with very poor field position. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Into space. Inside the 40. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 96 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Looking at the distance going coast to coast, a long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the give, this is Allen. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. On the give from the 22 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Julius Peppers gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
And they'll run with Allen. And he's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. This fielded inside the 35. The Eagles offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Pacheco. Room past the 20. He's to the 40. Isaiah Pacheco. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
That's the score, Eagles 21. Commanders nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Braylon Allen ready to take over again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Richardson. The ball comes out. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Richardson. Now pass deep for St. Brown. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. You find yourself down big, it's the 4th quarter, there's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Great, set. Trimmer. No.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back all 80. Ready, right?
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kick
Elliott
is good.
good on the extra point. And the Eagles are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
On the handoff, and it's Allen. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Ready. Break.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Here we go.
Second and 3.
Go.
Quick slam taken in by Amon-Ra. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down.
Come on.
Richardson gonna look to throw. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Loss of 14 on the play. It's second down.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's Richardson. Picked up by the All-Pro Zach Baum. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he will score! Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Commanders, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for
So following the
Philadelphia.
score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a first and 10. A carry here for Allen. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at about the 18. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. These fans set to head home happy. Very solid performance by the hometown side as they finish off a very decisive victory.
Ready up.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. He's got some space. Past the 20. Past the 40. Inside the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0.
Commanders nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one taken at the 7. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, counted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, here is Penix. Middle of the field, he's got a punk roll. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's now third down.
From the gun, on third down, here's Penix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This brought in out past the 20. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 10-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He's to the 25. Ooh. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
It's a gain of 27.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
First down.
They'll run with Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
A run. It's Pacheco. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No touch, no touch.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Third down, they need 5. Here's Pacheco. He gets the fourth quarter going. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
It's a gain of 14
Bears
yards.
will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after. Now they'll run. It's a counter. That's a second charge to timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Bears' 18-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
Bears nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
following the score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Open right side is Okonkwo. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's third down.
Now Penix on third and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Ed Reed on the cover.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. The ball runs out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. We're trying to pick this up with the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Eating the tough yards. They'll go with their fullback. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, turns out it was the 4th time that ended up being the charm, Mike, so they get stopped. 3 rush attempts in a row. So what do? They keep the offense out there and they say, all right, try to stop us a 4th. The defense can't keep him out of the end zone, and that was a big-time job finishing off that drive for the offense.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. They'll get across the 20, knock them down 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
2nd down.
Here's the spike, but it's too late. The clock shows triple zeros, and time will expire.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 20! Touchdown, Philadelphia! Isaiah Pacheco, 50 yards! And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
So that drive, 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing now is Murray. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going up, defender away from.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Lester on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Got some space here. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Murray. There's Evans again. Complete. Ball under 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 27 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And inside one with Lynch. And the Eagles are going to have the 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And one of the whistles for it, timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go.
They'll run for him with Lynch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Raiders nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Escapes the defender. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco.
That's a strong run. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
I don't know how memorable that play will be as this game rolls along, but it's almost like what my coach used to call setting the pads play. Everybody just kind of getting readjusted to playing after the halftime break.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead,
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Carter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38.
LeJonte Wester now to return it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little left.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's got a full head of steam.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Now he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Here's Purdy. Catch made by Slayton. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Travis Hunter. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. They'll try for the first one.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 4.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And just shutting him off there. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity Lions. Let's go.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. A beautiful spin and room to run.
Down the sideline he goes.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Lynch running right.
And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
Lynch up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Eagles.
I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Purdy with one final shot here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. Good return as he takes it across the 30. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. Considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Hey, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. A handoff to Pacheco. Open space to the 35. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Dolphins offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Hicks. Oh, a loose football. The Eagles have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. Making 2 touchdowns in the very 1st quarter of play.
Makes the score Eagles 14.
Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often. And boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Hicks. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun. The ball comes out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. He has come out of the gate smoking. His third touchdown, all in this opening quarter of play.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Dolphins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense ready to take over possession of the football. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Julius Peppers. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. On 2nd down, it's Nix. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Nix.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Wester on the return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jordan Battle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. A big hole. Inside the 40. To the 20. And he is gone. 94 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. 2nd down. Nix. That is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
That's the Pro Bowl safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
On 1st First and 10, here's Pacheco. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Once again, it's Pacheco. 20-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Here's a run. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Nolan Smith. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long. Next, from the gun, on third down. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. The Eagles offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense is going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? You see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Liking 18. Let's go.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way in the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Samuel going to see what he can do. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Allen. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And that just has to be demoralizing for this offense. I guarantee one of the first things they talked about during the break was slowing down the pass rush. So, needless to say, that's not what they want to see.
And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
At the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more.
At their own 1-yard line.
Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Throwing here on first down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Carry here for Allen. He finds some room across the 25. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
That one pulled in by Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw is Nick. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Returnable from the 17. The Eagles offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive.
At their own 1-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Go, take it to the house.
Here we go. Shot. Let go.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard
So, 2 minutes
line.
to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Offense.
Ready, set. Ready, put.
Following the penalty, he'll run it. He's to the 40. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 90 yards. on the extra point. And the Eagles stretch things out even further.
Dolphins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over.
Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here comes Allen. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another set.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. This one, returnable. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll turn and hand this one off. Going to be out of bounds, up past the 20. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
70, go!
They'll stay on the ground. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They run on the jet sweep, and he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Here we go. One final play. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. Still going inside the 20. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. This one's complete to Washington. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ed Reed.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball. And if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Great. Nope.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On first and 10, Burrow. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
I'm wondering. From the 24 now, here's second and 8.
Here we go. Right, 80.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Kyle Hamilton, the two-time Pro Bowler, plays everywhere. That time, in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Gun. Cut. Hey, kid.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Here comes a return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
At their own 1-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there.
Still first down.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Big opening up the middle. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he is gone. 99 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do. On first down, Burrow. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
11 yards. It's second down.
11 MC tank. 11 MC tank. Here we go. 180. 42.
Neighbors in motion. Burrow here on second down. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. Back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this.
On ready? 11 Thomas.
On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football.
Here we go.
As they've got it with a third and long ahead. That's Cooper open right side. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Now the return. The Eagles offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. Now a run on first down. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a hack he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already.
28. Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
following the
for
score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. Get across the 20, marks him at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it.
Their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Burrow. Moving outside the pocket.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
The ball comes out. The Eagles have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball,
Delay
looks
of
at the
game.
clock. Clock
Offense.
says 0. That's a delay of game. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game,
5.
offense.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off
Delay
on
of game,
top.
offense.
Elliott now for the extra point. Oh, he misses the extra point. So maybe that extra distance did factor in. They're unable to add the point after.
Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half.
Gun, gun. Stop. Right 80. Stop.
Off the read, here's Burrow. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Now a second down throw for Burrow. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down and 9. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And so much of being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Finding room across midfield. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. Wester now to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go.
Will Lutz set to kick
Very
off.
one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And I think you could just about lock up Special Teams Player of the Week, Mike. I mean, he's had some big returns already in this game, and now this is another one right here.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
10 yards.
Second and inches.
It's second and inches.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A run on first and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Let's go with him again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half.
11 mighty. Here we go. Hey, Can.
Burrow working in the pistol. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Here we go.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
11 MT tank.
Brings up
Here we go.
and 2.
They'll run it once more with ETN. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Second and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on third down.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
That is fielded at the 20. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in the short game.
And this will be good enough for a first down as he gets up past the 25.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Forced out wide. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which in the game?
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. It's first down, and they'll run. Has some room inside the 30. And he will score again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more.
On 1, ready? 11 MT, 11 MT. Let's get set.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Inside the 25. need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Tag! Panther 60! Panther 60! Let's go!
He takes off. And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7.
7-yard pickup.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready?
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles stretch things out even further.
69. Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Elliott.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Wester now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense ready to take over once again.
12. Here we go.
Neighbors in motion. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
11.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
I'm all for giving the ball to your fullback and giving him a chance to get in on the action. But I don't love running him side to side. That's the running back's job. If you're going to give it to the fullback, plow ahead. Come on, offensive line, let's get some push. And now you find
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Buccaneers getting their puncher out there.
In confirmation.
Turns out to be a very nice return as he's finally escorted out of bounds.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's fourth down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll run it with Pacheco. As we kind of expected, it does not work out. A little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Pacheco once again. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 52 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Back to throw, Darnold. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The safety end read there to make the play.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here's Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
4th down.
On the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 83 yards. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He stiff arms him. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And Hurts going to move him around. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pacheco looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Great, set.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Here's Darnold. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once,
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Isaiah Pacheco
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
On my drive chart, I write successful drives in blue, and so far for them, 4 first-half drives, 4 touchdowns. It's all blue, no red.
What did they see on film? What did they see on tape that led them to have this type of a game plan, this type of execution? They're reading them like they're a true open book.
Oh, my goodness. In every facet, too. And then on the other side, I mean, it's domination right now offensively.
Yeah, they're going to need one player to make a monster play to try and stop this tide.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for a Bills first down.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the set. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Oh, nice move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First down.
Hey!
First and 10.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Lynch.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Ledge up the middle. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. An inside run with Ledge. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, but looks like they're ready to go.
19, Tiger, 19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. On a short one here, caught by McBride. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Sanders has it poked free. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on.
They go play action now. Sanders flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to get him for a loss of about 3. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On play action, here's Shadur. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll run for it. Lynch, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you don't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Taken down right at
1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They run the draw here with Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Darnold running the option left. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Bowl 60 champions.